Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB.
Why can't anyone take care of themselves? It's always up to me.
They're doing such a good job with Dickhead Spider-Man.
I just got done watching Good Burger 2. Words that I never thought I would ever say. Good Burger 2. This is a 2023 film that came out on Paramount Plus. I guess we have Paramount Plus to thank for this movie getting made, because I know it's one of those films that has sort of been trying to get made for years and years and years. This was directed by Phil Trail, and I'm sure most people are aware, but especially people close to my age are aware of that Good Burger movie that came out in the 90s. It was a spin-off from the TV show All That I definitely grew up. I mean, you couldn't be a 90s kid without being all about All That. And also Kenan and Kel. From them starting off on that show, getting their own show, and this Good Burger movie. I mean, it's hard to explain to people who didn't grow up on this or who didn't see this as a child as to why this would be entertaining or why it holds a special place in my heart. But definitely, if you were there, then you know. So this sequel, I didn't know how I would feel about it. I didn't know if I would watch this movie and be sitting there the entire time, rolling my eyes and just cringing at every joke, because we're all so much older now. Is this going to make sense? Is this going to be something that's worthwhile, that should have been made in the first place? Or should it have stayed in the 90s? I'm going to say that after watching Good Burger 2, I enjoyed it for the most part, right? If you're somebody that saw this movie, watched this movie, and you thought it sucked, you thought it was terrible, it was unfunny, or it was super cheesy, cringe, all of that, I'm not going to blame you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not even going to say you're wrong, even though I disagree. But I think for me, I was able to just watch this in the context that it's sort of meant to be for the audience that it's clearly meant to be for. Even though this property is as old as it is, they stayed true to being a kids movie. That's what that first Good Burger film was. It was a kids film, and it was silly, it was goofy. That's how you had to do this second film. You had to keep it in that same tone. You had to keep it in that same context of, this is silly as hell. And you almost don't want it told any other way. Seeing Kenan and Kel back as these characters, especially Kel Mitchell as Ed. Ed is one of the dumbest characters probably in cinematic history. He is so dumb. I mean, to the point where you question, how does he function? How does he get up out of bed and live a normal life, work a job, takes care of, in this case, a family? He has so many kids. It's just, he's that not there. But there, because he's so good-hearted, because he's, deep down he means well, he has a good heart, you can't help but to still like his character. And obviously there's a little nostalgia feelings going on there for me too. Kenan playing, you kind of forget this character Dexter that he played even in the first movie, how much of a piece of crap he was, how selfish he was, how much he was trying to use people. And he's sort of the same guy here, but I still think he was able to play it even slightly more likable. The plot's ridiculous. I'm not even going to really talk about the plot so much, about how this company's trying to come in and take Good Burger from them and blah, 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 try to shut them down and start their own thing. I mean, it's not too far off from what the original plot of the first movie was, except this is, I guess, updated in a lot of ways with robots and all that shit. Lil Rel Howery is in the film, and Jillian Bell. I liked seeing them in this movie, especially in the bad guy villain roles that they ended up playing. But I was surprised by some of the returns, people that were in that original film or all that, like Lori Beth Denberg. I mean, I did not expect to see her show up, especially as that same character that talks the same way that she did in the show, in the movie. So that was a trip. And Carmen Electra, who still looks hot as hell. So I guess that was a plus. There's a whole bunch of other cameos that I don't think they were shown in the trailers, so I don't want to spoil those. I mean, I know it sounds silly to say spoiled with Good Burger 2, but honestly, there was cameos, there was celebrity appearances, and I don't just mean people from the movie or from all that. There were some of those too. But I'm more talking about like A-list celebrities or actual influencers or business people that I was just like, wow, how did they get? This is a Nickelodeon movie. Maybe they have kids that loved Good Burger or love Kenan and Kel. I don't know, but that was pretty wild, some of these cameos. Overall, I enjoyed it. I laughed out loud a few times, like at least 4 or 5 times. I chuckled a couple more times. I'm not saying every joke hits. I'm not saying every joke is going to be that funny, but it got me. It got me in a good mood. You can't help to but hear that I'm a Dude song and not be in a good mood. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too have seen Good Burger 2. What do you think of it? Did you like it as well? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.